And we are back on the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Show. I am here with the man who probably writes the most mortgages in Central Florida, and I am one of the realtors in town known as Cleve Loveland, Central Florida's voice of real estate.
You're the only realtor in town.
I wish. Sometimes I wish. Now, there's some good ones out there. We got 18,000. That's about 17,000 too many, because it's about 90% of the people doing 10%, or 10% doing 90% of the business.
And that's usually the case.
That's usually the case with most sales. So, but bless their little hearts, sometimes they've got good offers for me, or I help them make a good offer because I got a good buyer in the car. That's why you put a house in the MLS. They've got buyers in their back seat. They've got they wouldn't put them in their car if they hadn't been fast-tracked or they hadn't been pre-approved by you. So real quick, I want to do some listings.
Yeah, let's talk about your listings. What do you got going on right now?
I got a duplex in Winter Park. This is both sides are 2 bedrooms, 1 bath, about 1,000 square feet each. This is right behind Whole Foods in Winter Park. So you're like walking distance, obviously, to shopping. It's literally over your back
and
fence.
The hospital.
Over your back fence, yeah. Ale House is across the street. But you've got, this is a newer home. It's not one of these older 1960s houses. Great location. One side's rented right now for $1,350. Probably could get more on that. One side's vacant. Good long-term tenant on the other side. And then that's $470,000. I've got a couple of starter homes. Actually, I've got 3 starter homes for $190,000. One in Maitland, one in Orlando, and one in Metro West. If you want to call me on those, all of those are, 2 of those are 3.2s, and then one of those is a 2.1 in a really hot area of Maitland, right by the RDV. And then I've got something unusual, Bruce. I've got a duplex lot. You can build a duplex on it. It's right down the street from your office here.
So it's zoned for duplex.
Right behind. I'm going to date both of us. Right behind the old JJ Whispers there.
Oh,
baby. Right off Lee Road,
that's
Madison.
right close to my office.
Yep. So right down the street, cleared lot, zoned for a duplex, possibly a triplex. Can't tell until you apply for your permits to build. So, but that's one great way. I'm selling a lot of duplexes. I've probably sold more duplexes this year than I ever have in my whole career, Bruce.
What's that lot running?
That lot will be $160,000, right around there, $160 to $170. We're finalizing pricing, so basically $80,000 aside, and I think you're going to spend about $350 to build a 3.2 with a 1-car garage. I hope that would be what it is. With construction.
Well, if you can bank on $100 a foot, you'll have a nice house.
Yeah, well, I don't think anything's $100 a foot anymore, but building it, so it might be $120, $140. But you could build something you could live in one side, brand new house. Rent the other side. It's going to pay most of your mortgage payment on that, right?
Right, absolutely.
With a primary occupant on that.
If you occupy one side, then those are cash cows.
Yep.
Then as you grow, you can move out of it and rent them both out and leapfrog into your next house.
Yep. And
right?
then, now also, we got our wealth seminar.
We have a wealth seminar.
I'm pulling it up.
Yeah.
We talk about leapfrog.
While you're waiting on pulling up our next wealth seminar, I want to talk to you about new house for New Year's. Okay. This message goes out to anybody you know that's renting right now. Anyone you know that's renting, I want you to think about it right now. Pick up the phone and call me at 407-250-9144. 407-250-9144. I am committed. Cleve is committed. My team is committed to helping you become a homeowner by New Year's. We can do it. You got plenty of time. We can find the house and still close on time. Let's just get the application started now. Let's get you pre-approved. Just go to my website at webringyouhome.com and we'll get you pre-approved and into a house. You got.
I could even list their home if they just want another home. I can list their home this month and still have them buying another home.
Oh, for sure. You could list their home and I can have a buyer for it and get them into another house all by New Year's. My point is that there's no benefit in renting. There's no such thing as a rich renter.
Right. Yep.
So why rent? If you know somebody that's renting, I want to talk about, when we come back from this break, I want to talk about what it costs you to get into a $325,000 house right now, how much your payment is and what you're missing out on, and how much you would be paying for rent conversely from owning right now. So we're going to come back in 5 minutes with more of the Loveland Report and the Lone Ranger Radio Show. You can call Cleve at 407-352-8118. That's 407-352-8118. Or the Lone Ranger at 407-250-9144 or webringyouhome.com. Stay tuned. We'll be back in 5 minutes with more of the Cleve Loveland and the Lone Ranger Radio Show.